It's that time again. The Sephora holiday savings event is here. It went live today, Friday, November the 1st. So technically it went live last night at midnight. So yeah, it's live right now. It's open for Rouge members. So it starts today for Rouge members, and then on the 5th, it opens up for the other two tiers for the rest of everybody, all the Sephora beauty insiders, VIBs, and Rouge. You know, it opens up to everybody on the 5th. So I'll list and link all that information about the sale down below. You guys, you get 20% off if you're a Rouge member, 15% off if you're VIB, and 10% off if you're an insider. You know the drill. And 30% off all Sephora brand products. Anyway, I have my recommendations for this year. I have some oldies but goodies, but I have a lot of new recommendations here that I've really been enjoying this year. There have been some really amazing makeup beauty releases. A lot of them have been very, very satisfying, amazing products, which is a really good thing. So I have got a ton of recommendations. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I start here? Do I start with fragrances? I think I will start with fragrances, get it out of the way, and then I'll move on to like body care, hair care, and then finally to makeup, if that makes sense. All right, so first thing I recommend always when it's the Sephora VIB sale, this is a great time to buy the big ticket items and expensive things that you don't usually feel like spending money on because you're getting a big discount. Well, if you're a Rouge, you're getting a really good one, 20% off. And you know, VIB 15 and Insider 10. But it's a really good time to buy the more expensive stuff like fragrances. When it comes to fragrances, Kilian at Sephora is a good brand to try and go for right now while the sale is on. Now, these are three of my favorites that I always recommend. I don't think, no matter what Kilian comes up with new, these will always be my favorites. This is Kilian Princess. Oh, this is such a gorgeous, marshmallowy, beautiful, like fluffy, sweet, beautiful scent, very feminine. This has a little bit of like a tea note that really adds adds depth and a layer to it, but it's very much like a marshmallow. Oh, amazing fragrance. I love it. And then of course my sexiest fragrance, my #1 fragrance in my entire collection of 600 right behind me. I still think of this as my #1 fragrance. If there was a signature scent for me, this would be it. Do you see that dent? This is Kilian Rosewood. I always recommend this. Oh, this is like what we call beast mode. It projects like crazy, super sexy. It has this fruity, gorgeous opening with lychee, and it has Davana, which is a very sultry, sexy herbal note, which mixed with that leather in it. Oh, the rose, the gorgeous, romantic, sexy rose with that little bit of oud that is doesn't smell like oud actually. It's very nacho barnyard oud, nacho sharp oud. It's beautiful. It's one of the sexiest perfumes I've ever smelled in my life. And I have that many behind me, you see that? And this is always a classic to me. Look at that dent. This is Kilian. Love Don't Be Shy. This is that ultimate feminine, gorgeous fragrance. This also has marshmallow. This has orange blossom, which is such a sweet, feminine, citrus flower, floral note. It has that marshmallow, a little bit of sweetness from, I think there's even sugar in here. Absolutely beautiful, super feminine. You can't go wrong with those fragrances right there. Kilian is always a great brand to buy. Another great one to buy during the sale is Chanel. It's really difficult to get discounts on Chanel, and you know, I really highly recommend Chanel Au Tendre. This is a beautiful, gorgeous kind of like citrusy, I don't want to spray it because I can smell it. Beautiful, gorgeous floral citrus fragrance. Absolutely adore it. Very classy, has that Chanel DNA. This is actually Gabrielle Chanel Parfum. This is the concentrated version. I don't think this is available at Sephora. This I got from Saxo someplace, but the Eau de Parfum version of it is available at Sephora. That's super stunning. It has like ylang ylang and some white florals. Absolutely gorgeous with that very classy Chanel DNA. Then I always recommend getting your hands on Tom Ford fragrances, especially if you're a Rouge member and you're getting 20% off, because these suckers are like $400. Ouch. This is for those fragrance connoisseurs out there who really don't mind shelling out that, you know, big bucks or whatever for the very, you know, or pour ingredients. Or pour is like the highest quality ingredients. You know, super rare proprietary blend type of fragrances. This is the Tom Ford Privé or exclusive line brand. This is Vanilla Sex. This is one of their latest releases. Oh my god, this is so gorgeous. It's like this beautiful almondy vanilla. Has a little bit of like what people like to call Play-Doh vibe, which I don't necessarily agree with, but I know where they're getting that from. But it has a very almondy, almost marzipan kind of sweet almond vibes with vanilla. This has like vanilla tincture from India. It's a very like a proprietary vanilla that they're getting from India. It's very high quality or pour level ingredients. Another great brand to go get from Sephora when the sale is on is Fleur. And this is strawberry leather. This is so sweet, so cute. This smells very youthful. Perfect fragrance for like a high school girl, college girls, but also it doesn't smell cheap, even though it's fruity. It's very playful, but the grown woman can wear it too. It's a niche brand. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's strawberry and it has plum. It's very juicy. Absolutely gorgeous. Fleur has many other like vanilla something, vanilla, I forget their vanilla fragrances name. That's a really good one. They have pretty good stuff. And then another one I really recommend you get your hands on is Black Opium Le Parfum by YSL. This one is, you guys, this is really good right now. This is a gorgeous, very milky, lactonic, almost kind of toffee-like, caramelly-like fragrance. This is a flanker to the original Black Opium, but so delicious, so different from the original, but still has that little bit of coffee and all that too. Absolutely gorgeous. Another great brand is Brown Girl Jane. This is Carnival. This is actually my favorite from their brand, but I hear that the other fragrances are amazing too. This time around, I'm thinking about getting Casablanca. That's another one that I have my eyes on. This is the most delicious, sweet, syrupy mango fragrance ever. This has a mango note. This has agave nectar. So sweet. It's a very beautiful tropical smelling fragrance, great for your summer vacation. I know it's not summer right now, but you can buy it and use it when, you know, the weather warms up. All right, so those are all the fragrance recommendations that I have. Now I'm gonna move on to just a few hair care and skin recommendations that I have. I don't have that many this time around, you guys. I mean, in terms of hair care, body care, skincare, I don't have that much. When it comes to skincare, I like to use what my dermatologist recommends. Sorry, my hair is such a mess today. I've had a very sweaty, kind of running around type of day, so I'm not very well put together right now. I like to get what my dermatologist recommends. There are very few products from Sephora that I buy that I think that are still really great. One of them is this one right here, Paula's Choice Exfoliate. It has 2% BHA. It's a exfoliant, chemical exfoliant with 2% BHA. And this is really good for like cleaning out your pores and tightening your pores. I double cleanse. I take my makeup off with the LMS, you know, balm, and then I, you know, cleanse with my cleanser. And even after all of that, there's still usually residue in your pores. And this puppy right here, when you take a cotton pad, put a little bit, and you wipe after you get out of the shower, you will see there's still stuff that you will see on that cotton pad. No matter how clean you think your skin is, this tightens pores and it really make your skin smooth. Absolutely adore it. Now when it comes to lip balms, Laneige, what? Laneige who? I don't buy that anymore. Ever since I got my hands on this, I never looked back. I am not buying Laneige or Laneige anymore. This is K-Skin lip balm. Oh my God, you guys. This is the most moisturizing lip balm to have ever existed. Do you see that? I've been using this for a really long time and look at that. It took me that long to put a massive dent into it. This is so emollient, so moisturizing. It just rescues your, like, you know, forget about even Vaseline. This is like so much better than even like, you know, petroleum gel. There's something in here that I don't know what are all the ingredients they have in here. There's some magic about this lip balm. When the weather started getting cold first, my lips go crack like crazy. I get cracks, like serious cracks on my lips. And I put this on and it was like smooth and it all came off, all the dead skin, and my lips were just plump as ever. Amazing, amazing, amazing lip balm. I can't recommend it enough. Another skincare product that this is a tried and true, as you can see. This is gone basically. This is Kate Somerville Exfoliate. This is an exfoliant. There again, you don't want to keep it on your face more than like 5 minutes. Read the instructions and follow it to the dot. To be quite honest, I leave it longer. I leave it about 10 minutes. But that's because I know my skin. Don't you dare do that. You follow the instructions. You put it on and you wash it off. It really smooths your skin, kind of takes away the dead skin, kind of helps slough it off, you know what I mean? Absolutely adore it. And then I have body care. The only body care I really recommend right here, oh my gosh, this is Sol de Janeiro. I love their, by the way, I should have included this with the fragrances, but this is their fragrance mist in 71. This smells like cupcakes and vanilla and gosh, I don't know. Oh, and you know, nutty also a little bit. Absolutely gorgeous body spray this. I mean, I love all of the body sprays from Sol de Janeiro, so I really recommend all of them. Guess what? They just released the matching body butter. Is it available at Sephora yet? I don't know. I really hope so. If it's available, get this one. This is Chirosa 71 body cream that matches the 71 body spray. Obviously, it's a very kind of cocoa-y, cake batter kind of, I don't know, you know, like that same smell as the body spray. Oh, absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I've been loving this combo together. It's very cozy and comforting now that it's winter. Oh my God, look at that. That's like a bucket of water. Oh, it smells so good. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, so good. If this is not available, the 71 right now at Sephora, which I don't know, I still recommend all of their other body butters. The purple tub, oh my God, it's my favorite, and this is my next favorite. I think they're like neck and neck. And of course the original Boom Boom cream, of course everybody loves that. Every one of them, every single one of them. And by the way, I forgot to bring them here. The body washes are pretty darn good too, you guys. I highly recommend all of them. I don't want to bring them all here and like crowd myself here, but just assume that I recommend everything from Sol de Janeiro. Really, they're a really good brand. I would have recommended their sunscreen trio, but it's not really summer right now. I mean, although you do need to wear sunscreen even in winter, but you know, we're not going to the beach or anything right now, so I didn't think that I should be recommending that right now, but just know I recommend everything Sol de Janeiro. Okay, and then I have one hair care item that I really want to recommend to you. This is the Chris Appleton Color Wow, their collaboration. This is the Money Mask. Oh my gosh, this sleeks out your hair. Like if you have tangled, dry hair, you know, just put this mask on. See, it's almost gone. I go through this, like, it has a very pleasant smell too. I go through these like water, you guys, tubs after tubs after tub every year. I usually stock up. I already have like 3 of those in my cart right now to check out right at midnight. To check out, obviously I'm filming this video before the sale went live. Anyway, but it's today when this video goes live. It's the first day of Sephora sale. I have some foundations here that I really want to recommend this year. Some new and some old ones that I really have been loving. Wait, primers. I'm trying to think. Do I have a particular primer I recommend? Well, I do like the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer, which I always recommend. Okay, so the only primer that I want to, or prep primer type product, cap is missing. Do you see how dirty it is? You know this product is loved when it looks filthy like this. This is the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter. This is a beautiful skin filter, like gorgeous glowy primer, you guys. You can just wear this on its own and go out and your skin will look absolutely plump, supple, and like almost flawless looking. This, you can just wear it like every day when you're not wearing makeup too. But you can wear this underneath your foundation and it really gives you this gorgeous, glowy, beautiful look. Amazing primer. It's kind of gel based, so it's very cooling and not pore clogging or anything like that. So it's so good. Now that's really the only primer I recommend. I do like the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. I like the Cali Gray one. You guys, one of my newest, most favorite primers is this right here by Merit Beauty. This is the Merit Great Skin Primer Moisturizer. So it's kind of like a moisturizer slash primer. This is like that creamy kind of texture to it. It is so moisturizing and it really kind of plumps my skin and like irons out my lines and just like beautiful plump canvas, and it feels so beautifully soothing on the skin. Do you see that? Do you see that difference between this hand and this hand? I mean, it's so gorgeous, you guys. It's like, it has the silkiest texture. It's the most amazing creamy primer ever. And if you have dry skin, you'd love this. And this is for all skin types, by the way. Even if you have like oily, acne prone skins, you'll love it. But dry skin girlies will definitely love this even more. By the way, the Bobbi Brown, that thing, what do you call it? Bobbi Brown, very famous, like thick moisturizing kind of primer. That is kind of similar to this, but this is even better and more silky and more creamy and more soothing and smoothing. And it's just absolutely 100% recommend this. Get your hands on this one during the Sephora sale for sure. Another great primer. This is also Great Skin line. Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. This is a serum primer. It's actually a serum for skincare too in the morning. This is by Merit as well. This is so good for your skin too, you guys. I love the frosted bottles. This again like really livens your face up and really kind of preps it and gives you this very supple model-like skin, you know. I absolutely adore it. Yeah, that's my backup. I have one already open. In terms of foundations, Huda Beauty Easy Blur. This puppy is so good. This is super hydrating, and at the same time it is it's also like very like flawless type of coverage. It's like basically full coverage. It has like the serum like finish or feel to it, but it's absolutely full coverage and it's so flawless. It covers so well. It's a gorgeous foundation. It actually reminds me a little bit of the Yummy Skin by Danessa Myricks, which I also recommend. This is also like a serum like foundation that's quite flawless, but you know, it's very hydrating. So they're kind of similar that way, but this one has more coverage and it's almost like flawless with this one. This one you can kind of see your skin peeking through. They both give you the most gorgeous, 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 gorgeous finish. This one in particular is really good. And the other one that I recommend that in terms of new foundations is the Prada foundation. This has a gorgeous, like, this foundation has, look at how filthy, because I use it all the time. This has this like technology that it just like kind of like blurs your face, like, and gives you like a really good coverage the moment. It's very thin, but at the same time full coverage, and it just like kind of like, you know, you took a magic wand and went like this. Beautiful foundation. The only problem with this, I will say, is the shade range. It was like pulling a tooth for me to find a shade that somewhat matched my skin. This is still not good. This is still a tad bit too light for me. The next shade up is too dark for me, so I actually have to use bronzer to kind of warm my face back up a little bit, darken it a little bit more. But anyway, yeah, that's like the one problem with it. They need to expand this shade range. Now, recently I had renewed interest in these three combinations. So I guess I should have included this in the base product, so this is technically a base product. But I've been loving particularly this combination right here. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless Filter. This one is basically like that Dior Star filter, same exact thing almost. This gives you like glow and preps your skin like really, you know, it peeks through the foundation and gives you a glowy look. So this one, you guys, I've been loving this, combining this. I go in with this first, and then I go with this one, the Charlotte Tilbury's, like, she calls this Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint. So I then go and like draw a few lines with this, and then I blend those two together. And then, because these two products are kind of similar-ish, although this is more of a definite base product, whereas this you can wear alone. By the way, I really recommend this to you if you have dry skin. Just wearing this as a foundation, because, and if you have pretty flawless skin, also dry skin, this will be a great product for you. It gives you like the most basic, beautiful, like youthful coverage, not coverage, like finish. It doesn't have very much coverage, but it gives you a gorgeous finish. But I have like oily and acne prone skin, so I can't wear this by itself and it gets a little too glowy for me. So I like to wear these two underneath, and then I like to take a very thin layer of the Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Foundation, which has a matte finish. It's very thick, it's very full coverage. I don't like to wear this alone. In fact, I'd put this away and I wasn't wearing it. Although when I do wear it, it's like super flawless, but it's too cakey, it's too much. So, but if you take a thin layer of this after you apply these two, and you put a thin layer of this on top, just like one brush, you just, you know, get a one drop on the brush, and that's all you use on your face, because you're using those two, so it gives you some coverage. So you only need like one drop of this, and then you spread it thin on the face. Gives you the most beautiful like, you know, like finish. I am a little sweaty right now because I was running around all day, so it's kind of like this makeup is about 8, 7 and actually 9 hours old, but it still looks great. That's the combo that I'm wearing in this video. This is another favorite of mine by Merit Beauty. This is their like foundation slash like concealer. You can use this as a foundation. This is a great stick foundation, but if you want to use it as a concealer, it's designed so that you can use it as a concealer. This is actually my concealer shade that I use under my eyes, and you know, like, you know, just to highlight basically everywhere under my eyes, T-zone, you know, Cupid's bow, you know, chin and all that. Every place that I want to have a like a highlight, not highlight as in highlighter, but like, you know, shade and highlight. That's what I'm talking about. This is a great foundation. It's very silky, very thin, but good coverage. Absolutely gorgeous. You can use it as a foundation. So I have one shade as a foundation that I use, and this is my concealer shade. Highly recommend all Merit products, really. In terms of concealers, this is really what I'm recommending. This is the Natasha Denona color corrector in the, I don't know, she has a long name for these concealers, but anyway, her color corrector that comes in this, and then of course the concealer. So good, full coverage, doesn't crease, it gives you the most, and it's very hydrating, it's plumping, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like the one that I use the most. Charlotte Tilbury has a new concealer that's supposedly really amazing for dark circles. It's like lights under your eyes. Absolutely on my wish list, that one. If I had already bought it and tried it, I would have recommended it. I'm pretty sure I would have. And then I'm gonna move on to like powders and bronzers and stuff. Let's do this in the order of how it goes on the face so I don't forget stuff. Okay, so I think, yeah, so I'm gonna move on to blush, bronzer, and powders. So you guys, in terms of under eye powders, this is the Givenchy Prism Libre powder in the pink shade. However, this is the old formulation. I hear that they reformulated this and now it's like too shiny. I don't know. I recommend the old formula, but I don't know if I can recommend you the new formula though, because I hear that they went ahead and made it almost like a finishing powder, kind of glowy instead of a setting powder. I don't know why brands do that. Why ruin a good thing? This pink powder is what I put underneath my eyes. By the way, today I could use some of that because I'm all shiny right now. I love to use this powder under my eye because it's so good. It like really instantly blurs and really color corrects under the eyes if you have dark circle issues. Look at that, very nice. I love this powder, but again, they say that they went ahead and ruined it and now it's too glowy. I don't know. So yeah, I guess this is a recommendation, but I'm recommending the old formula, so I'm not really sure if I can count this as a recommendation. So I guess I recommend the Huda Beauty pink powder in the place of the Givenchy one because of the fact that they, you know, reformulated it. This is the travel size of it. It also comes, I love that she released the travel size because I really needed a travel size because her big size is like that big, and I do also have the big size, but I didn't want to bring it all out. But I highly recommend the Huda Beauty. It's very finely milled and it brightens out the under eyes. That's the one in, I'm sorry, Cherry Blossom, the pink one. That's my favorite for my under eyes. That's like one of my go-to powders for my under eyes. But I have a feeling I'm gonna love the new Kosas pink, the baked compact in pink. I'm pretty sure that might be replaced by it, but that's a pretty good one too. In terms of setting powders at Sephora, the only one I recommend really is this one, the Airbrush Flawless Powder by Charlotte. My only complaint is that this has very little product. You see, I'm already hitting pan on this and I only opened this not very long ago. Absolutely gorgeous powder, great for setting the face. Now, I do have on my wish list, I'll talk about it at the end of the video, that new Kosas baked powder. That I have a feeling is going to be one of my favorite powders. The pink version in particular is great for the under eyes. That is probably going to be my favorite new setting powder from Sephora. I prefer Chanel and Guerlain, that type of brands. Some of Guerlain you can get at Sephora. Some of Guerlain products you can't get at Sephora. Chanel you can't get at Sephora, only the fragrances. I don't know how that all works out. But anyway, I have better powders from those more high-end brands that I get, luxury brands that I prefer more. But there is something that is available from Guerlain at Sephora. This is of course the Meteorites. This is like the summer collection. I think it's still there. I love this. This is the 02 powder. This works for anybody, medium, slightly tan to all the way down below from that. If you have really dark skin, this shade won't work. 03 will work for you better if you have tanner than me, skin tanner than me. This is the most amazing finishing powder on earth. I don't know if I have the right brush here, but I'll use one of my Sephora brushes, which by the way I'm recommending at the end of the video. This is like the most, watch this, okay? This is the most beautiful finishing powder I've ever seen in my life. It's like putting lights on your face. Do you see that? This side compared to this side, it like finishes your face and makes it look flawless. So after you put your makeup on, if you get a, this is not the right kind of brush, this is actually my bronzer brush. Get a big fluffy brush and then, you know, buff your face with this type of finishing powder, the Meteorite. It gives you, it ties in all of your makeup, and if you have any harsh lines, it blends it all in really nice, and it's like putting lights on your face. It really instantly brightens your face. Absolutely gorgeous, highly recommend. This is the new Meteorites that they just released with the holiday collection. By the way, if you missed my Guerlain holiday collection review, I'll link it down below in the description box. Go watch it. This is actually a new shade that Guerlain released. This is like, it has a name, I forget the name, but anyway, no point in telling you about this because this is not available at Sephora. So yeah, I'm just saying that Meteorites are great no matter what. In terms of bronzers, I only have one product to recommend to you this year. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder. Oh my God. This is one of the silkiest, most gorgeous, most beautiful bronzers to ever exist. This is better than the Chanel. This is better than everything I know. Oh my gosh, this is so silky, so beautiful. Goes on like butter. I know right now it doesn't look like it matches my skin tone, but it does, trust me. This is number 2. I actually had bought number 3 and it was too dark for me. This warms my face. You know, this is nice and tan without it being red. You know, like I don't like the red undertones. This is like got that perfect undertone. Great bronzer. That's not what I'm wearing today, but I love this bronzer so much. So much. Like it's the silkiest, smoothest, butteriest, most gorgeous blendable bronzer to ever have existed. Okay, in terms of blush, I will talk about this face palette first. This is by Makeup Forever. This is a face palette, so it's not just blush, but it's contour, bronzer, highlight, blush, all of it. It's cream products. This is a great palette to take on vacation, travel, very travel friendly. You can mix shades, like if you want a particular shade, if you want to lighten a particular shade, you can add a little bit of the lighter shades. There are contour shades, there are bronzer shades, there's highlight shades, there's a lot of like different colored creamy beautiful blushes. That's an actual cream highlighter, not highlight as in shade and highlight, but rather actual cream highlight. That's a cream highlight. So it's a very comprehensive palette. I know that they came out with a newer palette, so that's on my wish list. Very creamy, very blendable, great for traveling. I recommend it fully. And in terms of blush, more cream blush, this is Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Cream Blushes. This is one of my favorite baby doll colors. I have several of these. Very emollient, beautiful, supple looking skin it gives. Highly recommend. Gorgeous. And here's the problem. This is the Kosas new baked blushes. They're absolutely beautiful, but the problem is if you drop them, this will happen. It broke. I have more. I just didn't want to look for more. This is the one I had in my makeup case right now. This, you guys, is one of the best baked blushes ever. This is so good. Very beautiful kind of finish. They're very similar to actually the Hourglass blushes. If you like the Hourglass blushes, let me show you. So this is my Bonnie X Hourglass collaboration that they just did. This is their edit palette. So you see these baked blushes, it's kind of very similar to this. So if you want a more affordable version of the Hourglass blushes, this is really great. Problem is they are baked blushes, so if you drop it violently like I did, they will break. But absolutely recommend it in terms of powder blushes. And yes, I do recommend the Hourglass edit palettes as well. They are beautiful powders. These come in with bronzers, blushes, highlights, all that. This particular one is not at Sephora. This is the Barney's X Hourglass collab, but the new Unlocked Edit palettes that they released, the Lotus, the Dragon, and the Evil Eye palettes, those are great. So get them. Evil Eye palette is on my wish list to get from the Sephora sale. So yeah, these are great powders. They're so finely milled, very beautiful. These like finishing powders of Hourglass, absolutely gorgeous. Everything is just beautiful. I highly recommend. I'm putting it back in the case because I haven't hauled these yet. I have a huge beauty haul, by the way, that I want to do before or after the Sephora sale. That's not just Sephora, but everything else, all department stores kind of beauty haul, luxury and other. So that's all that I have for blushes. In terms of highlighter, I just have one highlighter to recommend to you this year that really exceeded my expectations. Oh my god, they are so gorgeous. I absolutely adore them. Okay, these are the beautiful new Gucci highlighters. These are so amazing. There's like some there's a magnetic closure, so they're trying to stick together. Absolutely gorgeous. These vintage like packaging of Gucci is like my favorite. Look at that gorgeous baby doll pink blush. I love this one. So here is the highlighter right there, that beautiful pinky one. It's such an ethereal glow that it gives. This one is a little bit more like on the fun side because it's like a mermaidy kind of color, that lilac, that color that's been very popular this past spring and summer. And then I also bought the shade, this opal kind of shade. I will list and link, of course, these products down below. I don't remember the shade names exactly right now. This is like the pearlescent, opalescent shade that came with it. By the way, I did a full review of these highlighters. If you missed it, obviously go catch it. I will list and link all that down below in the description box. So if you missed it, catch it. And then this is the last shade that I got, this champagne gold. This one, this highlighter formula is so not chunky at all. It's so smooth and it doesn't emphasize texture on your face. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you a little bit right now. I'm gonna just use my finger to put some on right now. Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh my gosh, do you see that? Absolutely beautiful. This highlighters, Gucci, I mean, there's no, like, you can't even feel it. It's so silky, so smooth. It's like you're putting nothing on your face, but it feels really like touching a silk cloth. Absolutely gorgeous. It gives you this beautiful, like, glow without it being too much, and does not emphasize texture. Absolutely adore them. Chef's kiss. And for eye palettes, I will say that I have really only two things to recommend you. Love my Tom Ford quads. I feel like I'm a broken record every year when I go on and tell you, these like top coat type of shades that, Tom Ford has. They're amazing. They like give you the most sultry eye looks ever. Do you see that? Like almost like, oh, so good. The matte shades are so silky, absolutely gorgeous. Now that is the traditional formula, and then there's also the wet dry formula like this. These are absolutely stunning as well. You can use them wet or dry. So beautiful, highly recommend. They're so good, like for mature dry skin too. It's like foundation for your eyes, okay? And this is another traditional one. This is like the golden minx, I think, called. Oh my god, look at that top coat. I love Tom Ford's top coat shades, you guys. So beautiful. Another one I highly recommend of Tom Ford quads. I just got this. Barely like used it. I haven't even hauled it yet. This is the newest gorgeous palette, the Soleil Neige collection for the winter. This is the Tom Ford Holiday collection, which is available on Sephora, which, by the way, I will be doing a full review of the Tom Ford Holiday collection right after my Sephora videos. Okay, so this one is the new, what do you call this, black diamond palette. I don't want to even swatch it, I barely ever used it. But I know it's so good because I just know. I put it on my eyelid just a little bit. I haven't done a full eye look with it, but look at that. I mean, it's so good. I don't want to even, oh, so beautiful. Like the silky creaminess of these shadows is unreal. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this top coat shade of this palette. It's just super unreal, beautiful. I adore Tom Ford quads. So highly recommend the Soleil Neige collection. I haven't gotten a hold of the gorgeous lip glosses that came with the collection, so that's in my on my wish list to get from the Sephora sale. And then of course I do recommend, I haven't used this yet, but I have used this formula. I know what it's like. I haven't done the video yet, so I haven't used it yet. This is the gorgeous blush and cream blush and highlight duo that came with the holiday collection. Look at that. It's, oh my god, so gorgeous. These this highlighter formula is like glass. You know, when you put it on, it gives you like this wet shine kind of, you know, those editorial pictures you see of models on magazines. That's what it looks like. So stay tuned for my full review of this collection. You guys, highly recommend. By the way, I forgot to mention the blush highlighter duo while I was talking about blush and highlighter. The only other palette that I recommend, only because I can't ask you to get the Charlotte Tilbury, look at how cute this is, Pop Shots from Sephora, because they're not available on Sephora. They're available only on Charlotte Tilbury's website. These are absolutely stunning. That's what I'm wearing on my eyes. Outside of the Tom Ford eye palettes, the only thing I recommend are these Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, since these are not available at Sephora. By the way, if you missed my review of the Charlotte Tilbury holiday collection video, which features the Pop Shots and this palette, which is available at Sephora, check it out if you missed that video. I will link it down below. And here is Charlotte's new Beautyverse palette. You guys, I'm not going to spend too much time here because I explained to you why this is amazing. These shades are like, these matte shades, you guys, are like almost like wet, like leather, like suede kind of finish. There's like a wet look to them, you know, shine to them, although they're matte. There's very beautiful, like, I don't know how to describe it. There's something super smooth and gorgeous about them that I don't know how to quite put my finger on. And these, what do you call, the shimmer shades, they're absolutely stunning as well. I highly recommend this palette. Again, this and the Pop Shots are featured in my latest video that went up before this. So good, highly recommend. So those are all I recommend for eyeshadows. There's something about Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, makeup in general, that is super glam but super sophisticated at the same time. In her words, she would say sophisticated. Okay, very sophisticated. Okay, in terms of mascara, I guess the only thing I really recommend for mascara this year is this gorgeous beauty, the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize, which is what I'm wearing on my eyes. Oh my god, this is like a glass, very hefty, substantial, luxurious feeling component. I love the little lady figure like shape. And this is a very like beautiful curved wand. This is more of the, this mascara is more on the wet side, so be careful when you're applying not to get it on your lid. This, you guys, curls the lashes and volumizes. There again, I featured this in my Charlotte Tilbury's latest makeup releases video, the holiday collection video. This wasn't really a holiday collection, but it came out right with the holiday stuff. So yeah, this is so gorgeous. Like you will see in the video the difference between my eye that had this and the eye that didn't. That was a world of difference. Absolutely recommend this. This blew the Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara and the YSL mascara out of the water for me. Now that's all I'm gonna be buying from now on. Okay, one other eye product is this Dia eye pencils. This is my personal favorite, the nude one. Like you guys, when what do you call brand? Milk Makeup discontinued their nude liner, that only one that ever worked for me. They stay on the waterline like crazy, never smudges once you put it on, but you have to make sure your eye is not watering when you first put it on. If you put this on a watering eye, it's not gonna work. Make sure it's dry, the waterline is dry, and once you put it on a dry waterline, it wouldn't budge, and it's very opaque. It's the best nude liner ever, and the other colors are great too that this comes in. Huge, very nice, highly recommend. And for brow product, of course, I always recommend my Benefit brow pencil because it has the nice dual end with the brush and the very fine tip that helps to, like, you know, like hairline like strokes for your brows. The other one I recommend, I actually ran out of it and threw it in the empties. Now I can't find it. The Valentino eyebrow pencil that has 3 ends. It has the brush end, the very thin pencil tip, which is great actually, and it has the felt pen for doing like the little hairs at the very beginning of your brow. Now that is a great brow product as well. Ran out of it, I need to restock. Now I'm going to talk to you about the lip products. I have a ton of lip products as usual. So first I want to talk about the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. That's what I have on my lips. This is a combination of 2 lipsticks here. So this one is the, I love the kissing formula. The beautiful, not satin, like the cream kissing formula. This right here, this is the shade, one of the shades I'm wearing today. In this video, this is the kissing formula in the shade Pillow Talk Intense. So let me show you how beautiful this has a beautiful healthy shine that like plumps my lips like there's no other. And then there is this right here, this formula. Oh wait, let me show you another one from the kissing formula. This is, I think, 90s Pink, this one is called. Look at that. These are great. It really plumps up your lips. It gives you this sexy look. I was wearing these in my previous video, in my Charlotte Tilbury review, and you guys asked me what the lip combo was. It was that and the matching lip pencil. And then you have the Superstar lipsticks right here. These thin bullets. And this is, I think, the shade like Pillow Talk or Sexy Lips, I think that shade. Anyway, again, has that sort of shine like finish. This is even shinier than the kissing formula. Oh, it's beautiful. It like almost like instantly make my lips look like I have lip injections, and very feminine and gorgeous. I highly recommend them. I have more of this one, what do you call it? The Superstar lipsticks. Do you see that one has a very kind of like a glitter high shine. This is called Diamond something. I like to put this one on the center when I wear. I have even more. I think this one's Sexy Lips. No, not Sexy Lips. Walk of No Shame, I think that one is. So that's Walk of No Shame. And then I have like a ton of these, you guys. I adore them. Again, these are really, really beautiful. I absolutely highly recommend. Get your hands on these because these ain't cheap. Her makeup isn't cheap, kind of like Tom Ford, you know. Not cheap. And then I have to recommend to you these gorgeous Prada lipsticks, you guys. They are so good. The Hyper Matte formula and the Soft Matte formula, but personally I like the Soft Matte formula even more. They have nice, you know, magnetic caps. This formula is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. These lipsticks have like the nicest matte finish. It's like fluffy pillows, okay, when you wear these on your lips, and they have the most unique shades. Look at that one, orangey. I think this is the Aaron something, Aaron whatever. It's one of my favorite shades. And then we have this other Hyper Matte. So that was the Hyper Matte formula. This is another Hyper Matte one. Absolutely beautiful, like make my lips look like a pillow. And here is the soft matte formula. This one actually is used and abused. It's actually broken because I pressed on it hard. The nice thing about the soft matte formula, you guys, is that it has this right there. That's the soft matte right there. This is Flamingo, one of my favorite shades. So beautiful, so unique, great for the summertime. The soft matte formula, when you wear it, it almost has like this like translucent quality that somehow gives you lips of, it's hard to describe. It's lighter and I don't know, it's like pillows, but it's lighter and has a translucent look about it. I just love them, you guys. They're so dang good. I have these Dior bombs, okay? These are so darn good. These Dior, but what is it? Lip Glow, the Lip Glows by Dior. This shade right here, look at how, that's all that's left of the shade. It's like a little stub because I used it to death. So this, you guys, is the new lavender or the lilac shades that they came out for the summer. Oh, I adore this. It has like a minty kind of taste and scent to it. I absolutely love it. It makes my lips so plumpy looking. And I love the matching lilac lip glow oil by Dior too. So nourishing, plumping, and just pouty lip thing. So here's another lip glow in a raspberry shade. Let me swatch it next to that. So that's the raspberry. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's kind of like blocking the light. So that's the raspberry shade and that's the lilac shade. They are so nourishing, so good. They're so good for like a no makeup day or a no makeup day. Absolutely stunning. I love the glow oils. Speaking of like balmy lipsticks, I have another highly recommended one right here. These are the Kiss Kiss Bee Glow Bombs by Guerlain. Again, they're similar to that Dior formula, but even better. If you ask me, there's honey. These are honey infused. Again, it gives the most plumpy, gorgeous look to the lips. They're like there's no other. And here's another shade that I have. This is my Barbie doll shade that I love, and here it is. So right there, these are the Bee Glow ones, and these are the Dior ones. You can see the similarities. And then I also love the Kiss Kiss Bee Glow oils. These are so good, kind of like the Dior lip oils, even better because these have honey. They're very thick but not sticky. They're so plumping and juicy. I adore them, okay? And here's another one. This is another color of it. These fat doe foot applicators are also so good. God, I love them. And then here's another color. By the way, I have like so many shades of those. And then in terms of other matte lipsticks, I have this formula that I highly recommend. This is my Merit Beauty. Their matte formula is comparable to the Gucci one. So if you want the more affordable, just as good version, even better actually in some ways, the Merit ones, then Gucci, here's it for you. This is very similar to the Gucci formula. This is one of my personal favorite shades. I will list and link all of this down below. That is one of my favorite shades. This is called, I forget the name, but anyway, I will list and link down below. And here's another shade. This one is a peachy one. These components are very classy too, by the way. I love the lipstick caps. That's another beautiful kind of pinky corally shade that I absolutely adore. These lipsticks, so good. They feel exactly like the Gucci matte lipsticks, which I also adore. I love the components, by the way. These are such beautiful lipsticks. That one is one of the really bright, fun ones. I have like a 30 or 40 of these, believe it or not. I'm crazy, I know. And then here's another shade. This is only just a stub because that's how much I wear it. So there, you know, this is very similar to the Merit formula, honestly. If you want a more affordable, Merit is a great option. And then I have this Dior from the Dior Holiday Collection, these sequin liquid lips. Okay, these, you guys, there's no point in me swatching these because you have to press the lips together for the sequins to come through. So essentially they look like you have sequins on your lips, like this sparkly lips. They're so fun for the holidays. I have like 3 shades. I need to get more from the Sephora sale. So you put it on and you wait like a few seconds and you press your lips together and it brings out all the sparkles. It's so much fun. By the way, I reviewed these in my Dior holiday collection review. So if you want to see what they look like on my lips, go watch that video. And then of course I have to recommend the YSL Candy Glaze and the balm and the oils. They are all so good. This is the candy, I think this is the Candy Glaze version. I now forget. Yeah, this is Candy Glaze. These are so good. They click up like that. They are so good, so juicy, so plumping. And this formula is the, I think the oil formula right there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Right there, this one right there. This is the one right there. And then it also comes in a balm. All 3 are amazing. Grab them. So the last thing I have left to recommend for you are these Sephora brushes. These are really good quality synthetic brushes. And you can get for 30% off during the sale. This is my bronzer brush. And this one is also, I use for contouring, this one. And this one is something else that I use for cream contour, this brush right there. And then this is the highlighter brush. I have a lot of these. This is just the ones that I pulled out. They are very high quality synthetic brushes. They work like a charm. Highly recommend them. Okay, you guys, that is all of my Sephora sale recommendations that I have for you this year. I have some wish list products. At the end of the video, I was going to talk about that, but I think this video is too long. So actually, you will get to see my wish list come to fruition when I do the haul. So why do it now? I guess it doesn't matter. So you'll see my wish list when I buy them, okay? In the form of a haul. This year, I'm not gonna go too nuts. You guys have seen my epic Sephora hauls. I do like $4,000, $5,000 Sephora hauls. Yikes, you know. I was nuts, you guys. I was out of control. That was when I still was, you know, kind of hoarding things. But now I have all the products I ever can wish for. So this year, I'm going conservative and only getting the top of the best of the best of the stuff this year. I am not planning to spend too much money, because I don't have anything I want other than these certain number of wish list items and some of the restocks, and that's all I'm getting. But I do still plan to do a pretty awesome Sephora haul, so stay tuned for that. As soon as I get my products, I'll get it up while the sale is still live, okay? So you guys, that is my Sephora sale recommendations. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are you planning to pick up this year from the Sephora sale? Are you planning to go hog wild like I used to, or be more sensible like I'm planning to this year? What are you planning to buy? There are some amazing products out there right now that really, you know, are amazing, which is tempting. So let me know down in the comment section what you're planning to buy. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If so, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so I can grow this community, so I can get to the place where I can bring you bigger and better content. Of course, always ring the notification bell so you'll be notified, because I don't have a set schedule. You will miss my videos if you just subscribe without ringing the notification bell, clicking on it. And then just follow me on social media like Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video.